Hello, and welcome to a Loreful of Destiny, a video lorecast about Destiny. I'm Alan.
I'm Mark.
And we are the hosts of the popular podcast, An Earful of Convoy.
It's a great podcast.
Great podcast. Earfulofconvoy.com. You can learn everything you need to know about the 1978 movie based upon the 1976 novelty song about trucking.
This isn't a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is a video lorecast. We are talking about Destiny. This episode, we are talking about the Tower.
We're breaking down the lore. Alan knows about as much as there is to know about Destiny lore. I know very little, but
I've researched Destiny lore for at least several hours.
Good, and I have the fresh eyes perspective to add.
Okay, so this episode we're talking about the Tower. This is the Tower.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So last episode we had this is the Traveler.
You let me know that there's one city left on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is everyone else dead? Is it
everyone
unknown?
else is either dead or in hiding or non-functional?
I mean, that seems. If you're in the city, it's just you can't venture out. Is the land just uninhabitable at this point?
If you're in the last city, unless you are what's called a Guardian, which is what you are as a player.
Unless you are a Guardian.
Which is you are deputized by the Traveler here to go and fight the darkness.
And by deputized by the Traveler, it means deputized by the narrator, the
by
speaker.
This dude, yeah.
Yeah. So he's basically a dictator.
Well, no, there's a council of governance of the last city that he sits on as well as other people.
And what leverage do they have? He's the guy who's the mystical speaker.
Well, they represent various factions, and there's.
And this is basically the fact old kings had absolute power because said, "Oh, God pointed me here." This is
Yeah, but in this case, you can actually see God. Look at this.
I mean, as far as I know, that's a rock.
Okay. So it's hovering over the last city. This is the last city out here, and in the last city, there's this tower called the Tower. I
mean, just go about one final thing.
Yeah.
It seems like you would get pretenders to be the speaker. Other people say, "Oh yeah, you said you heard that from the Traveler. Oh, he told me something completely different last night. I think I'm the better speaker."
Well, I think the dire situation of society has sort of created some some honor among these remnants, and
that's not what happens.
That's not generally what happens. No.
Okay. I would just say I think there'd be no downside to say hey, just pretend you've been chatting with the Traveler because no one's going to call you out on it.
Well, but the Traveler could smite you down.
No, but it's you say it's not even moving anymore.
No, it's not really. You can't really do anything anymore. No.
And at some point, do you think it went around and just like squished people on the surface?
It's just you're standing here.
Yeah.
It's like slowly moving over you.
Yeah. That'd be pretty great. I mean,
there's no way to run away from it because it's so much bigger than you are.
Do you think it has its own gravitational field, or does it actually like do?
It may be outside of gravitational constraints.
I was thinking, could you hop up and just walk around on it?
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Oh, like you get here and you jump, and then you just like Super Mario Galaxy, you jump up and you end up flipping around and then attaching to its gravity.
You don't necessarily have to flip, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no. So you jump and then you go head first into it.
Yeah, exactly. Just diving into a pool.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
there's a tower.
So this is the Tower. This is where the Guardians hang out. The Guardians are basically the players of the game.
Wait. So you see, this is the tower,
yeah,
and you're pointing at like the ornament at the roof.
Well, this is where the action is in the tower. Everything here, it's unclear what's in this base.
I mean, it seems like
I'd imagine it's all
building.
like administrative units.
For what?
I don't know. Quest tracking and all sorts of stuff.
So the city governance is basically all of human governance at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And that all happens up. This is where you, the player, end up. Is you up here in this top part. This is where you spend a lot of your time. This is basically the hub world, the city you go to.
That seems like a luxury hotel.
It's very nice up there. Yeah.
I mean,
this is what it's like.
It's okay.
I'd say it's nice.
So Guardians are allowed up here?
Guardians are allowed up here. The speaker's up here.
The speaker just hangs out up there?
Speaker hangs out up here. And then in here is actually not in here, down here is the class hall where all of the leaders of the various classes
What are classes? What are classes?
Classes are like, are you a hunter? Are you a titan? Are you a warlock? Different.
The classic question.
The classic question.
Are you
of humanity?
Okay. So you have no indication before the Dark Ages whether people had these same classes, because it seems a very limiting thing that you have to determine whether you're a hunter or a warlock or.
It defines what abilities you can use in combat and stuff.
So I mean, are they different like races?
No. There's also different races. Oh, we should go through all the different races, but that's that. I need to prepare those slides.
Well, let's not do that now. Let's talk later. But for now, I'll just say. Heard some distressing things about segregation society, but let's just continue on.
It's not about segregation. It's more, it's like here's.
Well, I mean, right now we're human beings and we have like the same quote unquote powers, and you're saying that in the future it gives us the ability to have very different powers.
Well, so here's you got Titan, which is about sort of.
These are just jobs. Like
they're sort of like jobs, but you can't change them once you choose them.
That sounds bad. That sounds like a terrible thing for a job to be.
So, Titan is about sort of like frontline combat, smashing things. Warlock is about magic, and Hunter is about like roguish, Han Solo style, combat, roguish combat,
as opposed to like brute force combat. Which
yes,
is Titan?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Warlock. So the Traveler introduced magic to our world.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, the Warlock can like shoot lightning and stuff like that.
Is it magic or is it technology?
Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah, but I mean, is there any explicitly supernatural things in this world?
Well, there's the Traveler.
I mean, that's like saying a fish is supernatural. Like, if you've never seen a fish before and you saw a fish, it's like, wow, I've never seen that before.
Sure.
I mean, as far as
define what. So, what's an example of something that you would consider to be supernatural?
I would say something which is completely unbounded from all laws of nature.
I mean, there's this giant floating ball that moves around.
I mean, you could say that an airplane doesn't follow the rules of gravity, but it does. But there's technology that makes it possible.
Sure, yeah. You can shoot lightning.
I mean, yeah, that happens all the time.
You can turn into a dude, a different looking dude that shoots lightning.
You can turn into a different looking dude?
Let me find it. This. Here, yeah, this.
There's a lot of turning...
This is a storm caller. You turn... I guess you don't really transform, but you end up like floating off the ground, and you can kind of hover around and shoot lightning at people.
I mean, I'd say I can imagine... There's robots, right?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of robots.
I mean, there's a lot of advanced technology here.
Like, for example, the gunsmith. He's a robot. There's a whole race of robots. They're called the Exo.
Why is he humanoid? Play as one. Like, there's no reason to be a good gun salesman. You should be a humanoid.
Well, there's other robots that aren't humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah, but whoops. I was trying to find a picture of one of them. But there might be some. Yeah, here we go. Here's one that's not humanoid. This guy here is kind of humanoid, but with a long head.
I would say that's extremely humanoid.
Okay.
I would say that is not at all distinct from being humanoid. Yeah, I would say, like, for example, if you're a gunsmith, you could just be a large like cabinet that has the ability to communicate, that has guns in it, instead of being a man in front of a rack.
Well, in this case, actually, I mean, the gunsmith is an Exo, so the Exos are actually a sentient race of people, and so they are. I mean, you can play as an Exo.
Okay, are they more of a cyborg?
Yeah. They have complete. They're intelligent. They're, like fully intelligent.
It sounds... Are they explicitly conscious?
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess the question is there an example of just strong AI in this game?
Yeah, probably. But there's many more examples of complete intelligence coming from machines.
Like what?
There's the Traveler gives you a companion called the Ghost, right? Which we saw in the logo. That's the Ghost.
Oh, okay. That's the Peter Dinklage thing.
That's Peter Dinklage. Yep. And that is a robot, but it is also intelligent. There's the Exos, who are robots but also intelligent.
It seems like this is a mismatch of having very advanced technology and not putting technology where it makes a lot of sense. Like, there's no reason to have a stand selling guns when you have advanced technology.
Well, I mean,
This is not an efficient use of anyone's time.
No, but I mean, I guess people have a lot of time.
I mean, are people investigating why everyone died?
No, it's pretty, because it's all forgotten from years ago.
But the rest of the land isn't uninhabitable?
It's more just that the only safe, secure place is within the traveler's purview because he gives off an aura of protection.
From darkness.
Yes, from the darkness.
Okay, so darkness is an active
force,
and it kills you.
Well, it has minions that kill you, which we'll get into in the next episode.
Great. Okay. So I think we're up to speed here. So that's
okay.
So is this a city hall?
So this is the tower. Well, this is the common area here. So you got these things right here are item storage terminals. So that's where you store your items.
Back for one more slide.
Sure.
So there is like a city downtown center underneath the Traveler.
Over there, yeah.
And then there's the tower over here.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like a very efficient town layout.
Well, think of the tower as like this is like, you know, the White House, right? Or the Capitol building.
Yeah, but there's like subway stops.
And the Pentagon all rolled into one.
What do you think's going on underneath the Traveler?
This is like New York City.
So like that's where people actually that's where life goes on.
Yeah, in theory, but you never see any of that.
But like there's city halls in New York City.
That's true. Well, there might be. Well, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, the tower. The point of the. Oh no, I remember. Here's why. The tower is actually one of several towers put around the perimeter of the city. Okay. And they used to all be fully staffed, but now because staff is so short, this one is the only one that is still staffed. There's another one that's partially staffed, and there's another one that's used as a training area.
Is this what happens when you start not delivering the mail on Wednesday?
Yeah, exactly. It devolves into this. So this is actually a protection on the border of the city. So like everything outside of it, on the other side...
doesn't have the aura.
Doesn't have the aura, yeah.
Well, it seems like they're taking a big chance that there's going to continue to be the perfect amount of aura to keep this within the
Well,
perimeter.
I think it's more that the towers and the wall of the city, it's not a perfect thing, but the towers and the wall of the city are, like sort of define the boundary.
But let's say the Traveler gets a little bit weaker and its aura gets a bit less, then you lose your...
Well, you got to step up your game to compensate.
This is not how you design a fortress. You don't design a fortress, you build a big wall or something. You don't put your most valuable buildings on the edge of a city. That's a terrible way to defend a city.
Well, it's basically the command center for your military forces.
Which again, that's not...
That's true. It's not the best idea, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I would say you should definitely put this downtown.
Okay. All right. Well,
it's closer to the Traveler. It's closer to everyone else. Just efficient in every way. Okay.
So let's break this down. So we get your item storage units here.
Item storage units.
Got Gunsmith is back here in this little tent area. The class hall is down here with the class trainers for each class. So there's a store here, and this is the post office right there. There's a post office there.
It seems like a really bad city. It seems just like...
This goes into the ship hangar. There's a whole ship hangar in there.
Yeah.
There are docks here for some ships. There's a couple trees. This is a special events area that opens up when there's special events.
This is like just a military barracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like kind of a...
It's not a city. I mean, the city's down there. This is the military barracks.
Which tries to be like a city.
Kind of.
Yeah.
This is the ship hangar.
Sure. I mean, so are you explicitly a member of the military?
Yeah. I mean, the military in terms of you are defending the city, yes.
Are you a government employee?
You're kind of an employee of the Traveler, sort of. You're revived from death. You're dead. You start dead. And you are revived by the Traveler.
Okay, well, wait.
You start the game dead.
How does that work?
You're dead in old Russia. And
how are you dead, though? Do you know you're dead, or you wake up in amnesia?
Well, you wake up and complete amnesia. You wake up and you are looking at a ghost, Peter Dinklage.
Sure.
And the ghost, well, not anymore. Now Peter Dinklage's voice has been replaced.
The ghost of Peter Dinklage.
Yes. And there's a ghost talking to you, and the ghost says, "Hey, I revived you. The Traveler sent me to revive you. is I'm gonna because you're gonna be a guardian.
Okay, so does the ghost speak directly to the traveler, or does the ghost speak through the speaker?
The ghost speaks to you directly.
But the ghost said...
The ghost is a minion of the traveler.
Is a minion?
Yeah.
How is that different? So, is the traveler able to speak through the minions?
Kind of. I mean, the ghost has its own sentience.
Yes, but I guess the question is, you made it sound like there was one special outlet for the traveler, which is the speaker, but now you say the minions are able to communicate with the traveler too.
Well, it's more that they have their own sentience and are able to communicate of their own will, but they're also basically, helping the traveler out, right? The traveler created them. So here's a ghost.
Sure.
This is the ghost called Ghost.
Creating the ghost. This is authentically the first active thing you mentioned. The
traveler did. Yeah. So this is
around.
after he goes into hibernation. He kind of splinters off these like pieces of himself, which then have their own intelligence.
And these guys can communicate.
Yes.
So what is the big holdup of the
traveler communicating?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe he thought speaking through a human would be more friendly.
That's a big miscalculation in my opinion.
Well, he doesn't know human society very well.
Yeah, I'd like to talk more about human society here.
Okay.
Here or later, but yeah, continue on.
Okay. So this is the ghost, and this is in old Russia here. A lot of cars.
Yeah.
And he revives you and then says, "Hey, you're going to come be a guardian."
So old Russia's outside the aura of the traveler.
Absolutely.
So how is he able to revive you?
He goes out to old Russia and he revives you.
Oh, so he
can go wherever he wants. He's a little robot ghost.
And he also has the ability to revive people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he comes and does that, and then this is the example guardian here. And that's that could be you.
So when I asked you to describe to me why or how is the traveler not inanimate?
Yeah.
I'd say you probably should have led with the fact that it splinters off small things that talk to you and revive people from the dead.
Yeah, I guess I didn't. I don't think of the ghosts as. I don't think of the ghosts as the same as the traveler. I think of the ghosts as independent entities that are working with the traveler.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, is everyone who's in this like basically drafted in the military because they already are dead? And
yeah, they're dead. They're woken up by a ghost, and then the ghost says, "Hey, come fight," and you say, "Cool," and then you come and fight.
Is there a reason why you would only want dead people? Is there like less red tape or something?
I think it's like it's better to. Well, I think you have a wider selection, so they go out and find the best dead people.
Oh, like how long have you been dead?
Oh, a long time.
That's you've not decomposed.
I mean that may be part of the reviving process. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a long. I don't know. I mean, you certainly don't have any memories.
Great.
Yeah. Although there is, so interestingly...
really all you are...
We'll get into this in a future episode, but there is a cult within the tower that believes that by using a certain artifact, you can see visions of your of your past life.
So, okay, I think you again buried the lead here.
Uh-huh.
Everyone in the tower is dead. Everyone in the city's alive.
Yeah. Well, everyone in the tower was dead, and now they're alive again.
Well, I mean, that's if you call us living.
Sure. Yeah, they're an army of corpses.
Yeah, that's. If I lived in the city, I would be. I'd be alarmed by this.
That your military caste is a bunch of dead people.
Yeah, this doesn't really seem like any good way to run society.
Well, it's better than conscripting from the living, right?
I don't know. I guess it's not really their choice. It feels like the governance is a bit beside the point in the city, insofar as in the meantime the orb is spinning off small robots to revive corpses and start an army living on the edge of the city. I mean, I feel like I would feel show up at city council meetings. I would feel
you'd be arguing against that.
I don't know. I just feel like everything's a bit beside the point. Yeah. I mean, does he not like? Do you think there are ghosts living in the city, just like helping people with their groceries?
No. The ghosts are explicitly for the purpose of going out, finding guardians, and helping them.
So what's the traveler's deal?
He's just trying to survive. I think.
So we're talking more about the ghost, or is this all we're going to talk about the ghost?
We should do a whole section on the ghost.
Good, because I mean, I'd like to know, like, how's the ghost feel about all this?
He doesn't really have I mean, I don't know, he's kind of having fun. He doesn't express opinions on it, but he does seem like a fun guy.
Is it better to be alive than dead in this game?
Probably.
I mean, it doesn't seem very great. You're in this pretty crappy looking barracks.
It's something. You get to hang out with these other people.
This does not look like a good, fun afternoon.
Well, this is Akura Ray, the Warlock class leader. This is Zavala, the Titan class leader.
These like summer camp counselors.
This is Cade 6, the Hunter class leader, played by Nathan Fillion.
And like they just train people?
Yeah.
Okay. Like so they're kind of like university presidents?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, like different divisions of the university.
Okay.
Yeah. And they've got the Warlocks, all sorts of old books they used to study apparently.
So up at like in the city, let's say you grow up and you care a lot. Like let's say you're the kind of military-minded person that we have today. Today you would join the army and you'd maybe go officer training and you'd work your way up through the hierarchy of the army.
Yeah.
In this game, let's say you have that mindset. You love the old books about the military generals, whatever, and they say, "Oh, sorry, there's no real room for you anymore. That's all being done on the tower with corpses."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, you could always go out and die, and then hope you get revived and get.
I mean, in general, is there a good way if people get the training in the university, or is that? Only
I
for
would
corpses?
imagine if someone from the city wanted to fight in the tower, they'd be able to.
I mean, I would say this university. It sounds a bit discriminatory with its policies.
Well, it's more just. I mean, the Traveler is kind of working all this stuff. I don't think I don't think society has thought this out. I think the Traveler is just doing what he does, and then everyone's kind of going along with it.
I mean, is society just over? Because I guess when I hear anything like this, I think, oh, great, human progress. Let's see where we are. But this sounds like, one, everything is over, everything is lost,
Yeah.
and two, there's this just dumb stuff going on with corpses, which I don't care about.
Then that is the whole game. Is the stuff going on with corpses.
I mean, this sounds kind of like, let's say you nuke the entire world.
Yeah.
And then, like, afterwards, all these worms are, like, crawling around for
Yeah, that's
scraps.
kind of what's happening. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep.
This sounds... Okay, great.
All right. And that's the tower. So we'll discuss... next episode, we'll discuss Forces of Darkness.
So the tower is like a summer camp for corpses.
Summer camp for corpses, with these being camp counselors, one of them played by Nathan Fillion.
Yeah. If this plays a comedy, it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Oh, here, one more thing. The back window of the tower looks out on the mountains. It's beautiful. It's real nice.
Do they have corpse architects that help build this?
I think this was built a long time ago.
And they just moved... Did they kick people out? Did they evict
Well,
them?
as I said, there's a bunch of towers around the perimeter of the city.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so I think they were all kind of abandoned, and this one they gradually sort of have turned into the main base.
Do you think they have corpse janitors to keep everything clean?
They have robots for that.
Like exos?
No, less like more bare bones robots.
Why don't they have a ton of those? Like those would.
I don't know, but they do walk around. I don't think I have a picture of one, but I might be able to find one. But there's Destiny.
It's like the cleaning robot in WALL-E.
Destiny janitor robot. Yeah, this kind of looks like. Yeah, here we go. Here's a janitor robot.
Oh, very humanoid. Much more humanoid than necessary. Gracious.
So there you go. Okay, well, yeah, that's been The Tower. Next episode, The Forces of Darkness. This
Great.
is A Loreful of Destiny.
Loreful of Destiny.